Good afternoon. My name is Love Sipangan from BSMB3C, and to my instructor, Mr. Charlemagne Recenti. Good afternoon, sir. For today's video, I'm going to discuss about behavior and communication. Migratory behavior, shoaling behavior, feeding behavior, and aggressive behavior. Introduction. Fish behavior are important to the chapters on ecology because ecology is the study of organisms, environments, interaction, and the most conspicuous manifestation of this change. Migration is a pattern of behavior in which animals travel from one habitat to another in search of food, better conditions, or reproductive needs. Migratory behavior of fishes, adults move to the spawning grounds, then return to the feeding grounds. Examples of migratory behavior are aquatic animals make a vertical migration, traveling few hundred meters up and down the water column. There are three types of migration. Internal migration, which is moving with a state, country, or continent. Shoaling behavior is typically described as a trade-off between the anti-predator benefits of living in groups at the cost of increased foraging competition. Fish social group known as shoaling has advantages such as a low risk of predation. However, it can result costs, including heightened competition for resource, parasites, transmission, and predator salience. Individual fish may not all swim in the same direction. They are in shoaling school. Anchovies and herring are two examples of shoaling fish are groups that swim together in the same direction and in a coordinate manner. Examples of schooling fish are sojourn fish and rabbit fish. Fish are said to be shoaling when they congregate in small groups in one location. They could be various species or just one. Schooling is when everyone is moving simultaneously in the same direction at the same speed. Most schools possess only one species. Shoaling, however, also has a number of drawbacks, being those proximity to many people can increase competition for food and mates as well as the speed at which viruses spread. Shoaling is an increase is wave amplitude that happens when water waves go from deep to shallow water, particularly to the coast. The difference between schooling and shoaling are both terms describe fish behavior, but they are technically two different things. Fish that socialize or hang out in a loose group in the same place are said to be shoaling. Schooling is when they all move together in the same direction at the same speed at the same time. Feeding behavior. Any action of an animal that is directed towards the procurement of the nutrients, the variety of means of producing food reflects the diversity of food use and the migrant of animals type. The living depends on the virtually uninterrupted supply of materials for its metabolism. There are different types of feeding behavior. Carnivore, they are eating animals. Herbivore, they are eating plants. Omnivore, they are eating both plants and animals. Fungivore, they are eating fungus. And bacteriivore, they are eating bacteria. Feeding behavior in fish, generally, hunger stimulates the behavior response of feeding fish. When feed available, fish may initially feed at a fastest rate and slowly decrease or stop with gradually decline of appetite. Feeding processing usually means altering the physical, sometimes technical nature of food. Commodities to optimize utilization by animals and enhance mixing and stability of the diet. Feeding can play an important role in the country of the aging process by the improvement of quality of life and prevention of some pathologies associated with age. Correct feeding is particularly important due to its role in lowering morbidity and mortality, reducing the risk of chronic disease throughout their lifespan, and promoting regular mental and physical development. The last topic is aggressive behavior. According to social psychology, or act aimed at harming a person or animals or damaging physical property. Some example can be direct behaviors such as hitting, kicking, biting, and pushing. There are some examples of aggressive behavior fish. Some fish species can occasionally turn hostile and difficult to handle. Fish living in the wrong habitat frequently exhibit high levels of aggression. For food, some fish will constantly compete during the feeding season. An aggressive fish will defend itself against other fish and it considers to be threat. Make sure the food is distributed evenly throughout the reduce fighting over it. Another making a territory. Some fish species strive or establish and maintain their own territories. This is all about the behavior and communication.